More than 200 people were arrested for drunken driving this weekend. The JMPD also raided 8 nightclubs. 6 of these were given fines for not complying with emergency safety bylaws. 4 nightclubs in Melbourne were shut down. On the N3 highway, thousands of motorists struggled to get back to Joburg. A protest at Moy River led to chaos. 3 trucks were set alight and scores more looted by protesters. The protest is believed to have been over a truck driver's labour dispute. The sudden death of Winnie Mandela made headlines yesterday. She died at the age of 81. Known as the mother of the nation, her memory will no doubt live on for decades to come in the history of this country.
I didn't know that political freedom without economic freedom was so difficult. What is happening today is we didn't know that the comrades you were fighting with on both your sides were not fighting for the same thing. We didn't fight for positions. I mean, what you see happening today. There was no such thing as camps in the ANC. There was no Mandela ANC and the Walter Sisulu ANC. The African National Congress was a liberation movement for everybody. Today, it is difficult to identify the enemy of the people. When I see at least the eruptions all over the country, people toying for lack of delivery of services. The problem with the ANC is that we have these wonderful policies. We cannot deny the fact that we have a serious problem with implementation. Somewhere, the budgets get lost in the municipalities, in various aspects of our government, in the tiers of government. And there is nothing one can do as an individual about that. It goes back to the government. We need to revisit our own implementation methods. What do? We pick up the papers every day. You hear that, oh, Councillor so-and-so has stolen funding for housing.
We had the opportunity to speak to a close friend of the late Winnie Mandela, Matthew Sposa. Matthew Sposa, thank you so much for your time. You're a close friend of Winnie Mandela, so no doubt this loss is personal to you, but it's a huge loss to the country given the important role she played in the fight for freedom in South Africa. Will history judge her kindly?
I think Comrade Winnie was many things to a lot of us, not just me. That's why we call her comrade. We call her comrade, mama, but she was all those things to us, you know. History has already judged her. You know, there were good, excellent, good things she did. There were bad and ugly things. But such is life with all of us. So it's not that it's different with her. She did extremely well as an icon of our struggle, a symbol of anti-apartheid struggle, which mobilized not only our people, but the whole world. The whole anti-apartheid movement rallied around Winnie as a name when her husband was languishing in jail for 27 years. At 23 years, young girl, she never gave up. Not on her husband, not on her people. She continued in a very difficult struggle, arrested, tortured, brutalized, yet emerging even more dignified and more beautiful and more intelligent. To understand that the struggle is a non-racial struggle. The struggle for the liberation of women, children, for the rights of the disabled of all categories. She understood that. She was brave, always first at the scene of conflict to try and mediate. Where people had died, she was always there to console the victims. She never ran away. She didn't come for funeral to celebrate. She was there when the blood was flowing. Very brave mother, very brave fighter. People are criticizing her for this and that as if that characterized her. It's not true. Winnie was not just this tough iron lady out there. She was a very soft-hearted mother, very kind person, extremely kind, real social worker by excellence. And who came to know her saw her shed tears of a mother when things were tough. You know, she didn't show that ironness. The ironness was for for public, for engagement on public matters, which she had to do, and the fearlessness. But when it came to her children, like a lot of us, she's too soft, and it's very spoiling. You can ask her grandchildren. That's why we call them mama, everything. She is the mother of the nation, and you can't take it from her.
Sure.
History will judge her as such. There will be those who throw stones, but I want to say to them, show me an angel on this planet without a black mark on their faces.
There are many sides to all of us, and for someone like yourself who's been close to her, I mean, you can validate her in terms of the soft-hearted person that she was. And like you said, she was a strong character. She had to face many trials and tribulations during very difficult years in South Africa's history. In years to come, do you think that she will serve as a source of inspiration for women leadership in the country?
She's always been an inspiration in the past many years, and she'll continue to be inspiration in the next future. She's that role model of a fighter for freedom that will not be erased from the memories of us and many people in Africa and on the stage, which you could describe as a world stage. You know, she represents the cause of the oppressed, the voices of the voiceless.
Thank you so much for your time, sir.
Thank you.